Alright, what's up guys? We're gonna make a quick video today on the importance of learning how to say no. Now, this isn't just a random topic, this is something that I've been learning recently and something I've been struggling with for a while. So, from personal experience, I've noticed that if I'm dealing with friends, family, any type of interaction like that, and I'm invited to something that I don't want to do, some event, some going out, something like that, and I know that I need to go home, I need to get sleep, I need to journal, I gotta do my stuff, you know what I'm saying? I know I should say no, but the fear of disappointing them and letting them down and having to be like, Noah sucks, like he doesn't come out, like he's not hanging with us, like instead of having them feel some disappointment towards me, I would rather sacrifice myself, what I know I should do, sacrifice the time, the energy, the effort that I should be putting into myself, making sure that I'm good first. Instead of that, I will agree to whatever the plan is, you know what I'm saying? And of course, like, it's not just like, oh, I really don't want to do this at all. Like, of course the plan sounds fun, I want to hang out with the homies, of course, but there's some nights where, I'm stacking days without a lot of sleep, I need to catch up on this and that, and I really should be focusing on my own stuff, and I know that, intuitively I feel that. I'm like, no bro, you shouldn't be doing this, you should be saying no, you should be going home, you shouldn't be going out, you should, just chill, focus on your stuff. But since I care so much about, like, I don't want them to be disappointed, I don't want them to look at me this way, blah, 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 I always say yes. And recently, it's been like, bro, like, you can't keep doing this to yourself. So I started to do some introspection, like, why are you putting yourself last in a sense and putting them first? And I think, personally, it might be some form of insecurity, like, I value very much how I'm viewed by others, you know what I'm saying? And even if I know it's the right thing to do, I know I should say no, I know it's not because I don't want to go out with them, it's because I want to focus on myself, do what I know I should do. Even though I know it's right, I still don't want to, because I want them to not be disappointed in that. I want them to be like hell yeah, he's coming out with us, you feel me? So yeah, there's many scenarios where I should say no, but I don't. And then I end up at the end of the night being like, bro, you should have said no. Like it was a good night, but now you're behind on all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. So the main importance of it is learning to value your time, especially if you're on a self-improvement journey like me. You need your time, you need your energy, and you need to focus on yourself, and you really should be putting yourself first, You need to get selfish sometimes, like, not just ditch everyone else and screw everyone else, I'm not helping you, but like, if you need some time and you need to handle your business, you got to do that first for sure, So that's something that I'm learning for sure. And learning how to, there's two different discomforts that you could feel from saying yes or saying no. Now, saying yes, the people feel happy, but you're going to feel the discomfort of afterwards. You're like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. I should have focused on my own stuff. Now I'm behind. Now I'm lacking sleep. Now I have to work on this when I should be, resting up. And then you feel that discomfort of like, shit, I should have taken care of my stuff. But the other version would be, you say no, you go handle your business, you do what you were supposed to do, and you feel good about that. But then you feel the discomfort of disappointing them and having them be like, Noah sucks, he doesn't come out with us, like, whatever backlash you're gonna get from saying no and doing what you know you should do. There's two different discomforts, and you're not gonna be able to avoid either one. And I've noticed that for a while. I've picked the discomfort of, I'll take the downside, I'll deal with it. I'll stay up late and finish whatever I had to do, and not get enough sleep and blah blah blah, because I don't want them to be disappointed in me. But at a certain point, it's just been like, nah, I know what I gotta do. I know I want to take care of myself and do these things, so you're gonna have to disappoint some people along the way. It's literally inevitable. You're gonna have to. So the more that you can work on being okay and sitting with the discomfort of disappointing someone and having them be bummed at you, it's like you're not gonna lose. If they're real friends and they understand why you're saying no, what you're doing, why you're taking care of yourself, if they're true friends, good people, you're not gonna lose friends over this. They're gonna respect it, they're gonna understand it, they're gonna be bummed, they're gonna be disappointed, they're gonna wish you were there, blah blah blah. But are they gonna just give up on you? Nah. If they do, that's telling. That's like, okay, they're not right for me. They don't even want to see me grow. They just selfishly want me there so they can hang out with me. It's not even the right person. So the right friend for you. So the last note is just to trust your intuition. You get an invite, intuitively you're like, I want to go, but I know I shouldn't. I have things to do. Trust that gut feeling, believe in yourself. Spend that time back into yourself. As far as self-improvement goes, the best thing you can do is invest in yourself, make yourself better, learn things, struggle with like anything you're going through. Give yourself the time to look into it. And, I always say journal, get it out there, and work on whatever things you're going through for sure. So trust your intuition. If you know you should stay home, stay home. If you know you should say no, say no. And if it's uncomfortable, that's part of the growing process, but that's going to make you stronger, because saying yes when you know you should be saying no is bad, There's a saying like, it's bad to say, for people who say yes too soon and say no, and saying no too late? All right, I messed up the saying. What is the saying though? All right, I messed up the saying, but it goes something like, people suffer from saying yes too soon and saying no too late, So don't say yes if you know you should say no. And learn to sit with the discomfort of disappointing other people. And that's what I'm going through right now. That's what I'm, practicing, trying to get better at. So you could do it too. If you relate to this, let me know. If this helped at all, let me know. Thank you guys for watching.